Good afternoon, everybody. Quick Sunday check-in from Mr. Casey for our LPR class. A couple things to remember this week. Most importantly, that it is the last week of classes. It's really the last week of the semester. So if you owe any work for my class or for any other class, this is the week to address that. You're going to have limited time, and after Friday, you're probably not going to get a chance to do that. So in whatever classes you have, make sure you check in with your teachers and deal with any missing work. If you have any missing work in our class, you're going to spend your class time this week finishing what you can. So while you're in class, if you owe anything, if you need a quiz made up or whatever, we're going to either do it right there or find a way to do it quite quickly. So that way you won't be missing stuff by the end of this week, hopefully. But in class this week, what we're going to be doing is just a review over the last half of Born a Crime, but we can sort of review the whole book if anyone has any questions about different sections or different characters. And I've put on Classroom a review sheet for the test and kind of just, a broad overview of what's going to be on it and what's to be expected. So really, as you can see the review sheet, but I've got it here. The test will be in two sections. First, a multiple choice section of roughly 20 questions. I haven't made them all up yet, but that will look at the characters, the major events in the book, the things we've discussed in class, as well as some of the South African history that and political history and social history that we talked about. I've linked that sheet that we went over in class with the various people and characters from South African history. The second part of the test is going to be 2 essay questions where you will write about a paragraph or so for 2 of these 4 essential questions where you're going to attempt to answer them. So, for example, what factors shape our values and beliefs? You would say, something like, well, Trevor Noah really believes that it's pretty obvious in this book that Noah believes that your family situation and who your parents are really deeply shape your values and beliefs. And here's why I think that, given an example or 2 from the book. So in other words, you're going to answer 2 of the essential questions, and you can choose which 2 you're going to answer. With about a good solid paragraph long response to each, or more, 1 or 2 paragraph response. So 2 questions, and you're going to choose which ones you do. So you're going to answer 2 of these essential questions. What factors shape our values and beliefs? How are prejudice and bias created? How can stories and language serve as a vehicle for social change, for better or worse? And how are people transformed through their relationships with others? Again, maybe for better or worse. So you're going to answer 2 of those questions with your understanding and evidence that you find in the book in about a 1 or 2 paragraph response for each of them. So that will be how you have time, now that you know what this is, and we're going to go over it in class, you have a week or a week and a half or more to really look at this, do some research in the book, think about what you want to say. And you can bring into class your notes and even an outline if you have that, if you're that advanced in what you're doing. So you really just have to sit and write, your responses while you're in class on the test day. So I hope that makes sense. I've kind of written it out here as well. Sometime during this week, I will put out perhaps, a little bit more about an example of what these essay questions might look like. And how you might best respond to them. But I hope this makes sense. It's going to be a fun week, and then we're going to be heading right into midterms. So it was a beautiful weekend, lots of sun. I hope you get outside and played in the snow a bit. And now we're going to get back to school. So I'll see you all soon, and take care. Bye-bye.